What's going on, Bulls Nation, and welcome in to another episode of the CHGO Bulls podcast, presented by PointsBet. Don't forget that promo code CHGO when signing up at PointsBet to live your bet life.
What up?
I'm Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. My guy Big Dave here with me as always. He's on Twitter at BAWL Sports. We are at CHGO_Bulls. Our pound producer Joey hanging out with us. Double dose of shows. We were on the CHGO pod earlier today with Kev and Casey. Had a lot of fun there.
It was fun.
And joining us in studio, our guest today, the big bro, Mr. John Watson, Big Dave's older brother, appearing because of the request from our viewers and listeners. Because Dave, as we've been doing these Bulls Draft History Countdown episodes, has been bringing his brother's info and intel and Bulls historian insider stuff retroactively through Dave.
Yes.
And some of y'all were like, bring Big Bro on the show.
Done.
Asked and answered, y'all.
Asked and answered, man.
Welcome to the show, John.
Well, thank you. Who would have thunk it? But it's an honor. You know, I'm a big fan of you guys, as you know. So I'm really excited to be on the show today.
No, man, because we've been talking about doing stuff like this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like just having us on talking sports, doing it like this. So
like we always do.
Exactly. Like that's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That's literally our Christmas.
Yes.
We're gonna talk sports all day long, literally.
All day.
But yeah, man, no, this is an awesome time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like this is an honor, bro, to have you on. Because literally every kind of thing I've done, I've tried to get you on. You know, in some kind of way possible. I tried to do it.
That.
So
can I just say too? You know, I met your older brother.
Yeah.
Before,
shout out.
And I can recall big shouts to him also. But I recall the first time I met him, and I can't remember where we were. Somewhere downtown for a draft. You all were doing something.
Yeah. Oh, the draft lottery party, I
Draft
think.
lottery party, yeah. And we were both standing there saying, you know, only the two of us understand how we feel right now to see our younger brothers doing what they do.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, real proud of you guys, man. You
man.
really made things happen.
Appreciate that. I also appreciate you tolerating my brother for an evening. Shout out, bro. Just kidding. I love you. You know I love you. Yeah, he's a lot. So I got to know, my brother and I definitely had a big brother, little brother dynamic when we were growing up. You know, I looked up to him. He definitely bullied me, you know, called me names and all that. Was there a lot of that like going on between you two? Like, do you remember your younger years differently as big brother and little brother?
I remember.
Was there more abuse or more love?
No, it wasn't a lot of abuse. Now, my other brother,
you
know, he was my first younger brother, so he kind of took the heat.
He took the brunt.
Yeah, because I was the oldest, and my cousin Mike, you know, he was an only child, and so he used to get me. And so I got Phillip, and then but by the time Dave was, you know, I was in college and I matured. You know, so plus I didn't know he was going to be that big, so I'm glad. I'm glad things changed.
Yeah, you don't want that situation turning itself on its head.
Right. Well, he was big, but you didn't know how big he was going to be.
Right. Or the type of big.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Different types of it. Yeah. You know how it's going to work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep telling you, this is why God made me this size, because he knew how nice I was. I couldn't be this nice. You know what I'm saying? Walk around. Hey, I love everybody. You know what I mean? In Chicago?
That's
bro.
true.
No, it was going to be different, man. But
very true.
He's right. It wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, like it wasn't full abuse. You know what I mean? When birthdays came around.
Birthday licks for sure.
The licks was on point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like the licks was happening.
Had to do that.
That was the thing. That was going down. But no, overall, he was the one I went to, you know, just to have those conversations with, because I don't know why, but I always related more to him, like his whole style and everything like that. So how he spoke and music, and especially music and sports and things like that, and just life in general. You know what I'm saying? I always would go to him and had those conversations.
He used to come down. My room was his room now, but I was in the basement, and so, you know, I'd be down there watch TV or working, and Dave was be like 5 or 6, and he'd always come down there with me. All the time. I was at home, he would always come down there.
So being brothers, you obviously were also pretty big Chicago sports fans. Is there like a game that you guys remember that like always comes to your mind first when you think back to like watching games together when you were younger? I
do. Well, like I said, he was in college, so I didn't get to watch a lot, but I remember when we met Monica, you know, my sister-in-law, his wife now. Hey, Monica.
Hey,
when he met her for the first time, he was, you know, for the very first time, and she came over and she cooked, and she was an incredible cook. And we went to your apartment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Went to your apartment. Well, you on the lake. Right?
5840 North Sheridan Road.
Ooh, nice.
Apartment 410.
It's a nice part of town.
I was in a 1-bedroom.
Mm-hmm. That was a one?
It was a 1-bedroom with a walk-in closet.
Yep. I remember that.
And we had a lake view between the 2 buildings.
Right.
2 buildings, so you could watch the sun come up. So we thought we had arrived.
Living that high life like Kendall Gill was talking to us about his
Oh, no, that's another level right there. So was he 43rd and somewhere in Manhattan?
He was at 43rd and 11th in Manhattan.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then down in Miami for a spell, he had a 2-floor penthouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to have it.
Yeah.
Because that was the life.
Yeah, my swag was nowhere near that low.
Right, exactly. But when we were there, we were at your apartment for the weekend. It was all of us. Like you had my sister, me, and Phil, and we were all there. But that weekend was the weekend of the Jordan Dominique dunk contest.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we watched that over there.
Right, we sure did.
And I remember watching that, and that was incredible. It was also because I remember going in his room because, again, wherever he was at, I was trying to be. So he was away from everybody else when they were watching some movie. I remember what they were watching. So I went to see what he was doing, and that was the first time I saw Wall Street. Because you were in there watching Wall Street on there, and I remember seeing that movie. So that was that week. That was the sports that I can remember. That dunk contest was definitely with him.
Epic.
Yeah, man.
And I didn't know this, but I took him to his first Bears game.
He did.
I did not know that.
He did, man.
And we saw Devin Hester beat Devin Hester.
Dude, yes, man.
Wow.
Against the Broncos, two returns for touchdowns.
Dude, I was so sick.
Special.
I was so sick, man. I was so sick. He called me up. He was like, yeah, man, what you doing? I'm like, dude, I'm sick. I can't do nothing, man. I'm sick. I got tickets to the Bears game. I'll be ready in 20 minutes.
That's one of those things you drag your ass out of bed for.
Bro, right. I was there, man.
And when they kicked it to him the first time when he scored, we go crazy. And then the second time, we're like, they're not going to put it to him again, are they?
Right.
And they did.
They did.
Crazy how many teams made that mistake. And then made it again. And again and again.
And again and again.
Absolutely
it was awesome,
wild.
man.
Yes.
But yeah, like a lot of few. And then, DePaul season ticket holder, so he takes you to a lot of
Don't feel sorry
games.
for me. DePaul, that hurts. We're trying.
Hey, man.
We're trying.
They had some fun teams back in the day.
Oh, man.
That's why he's season ticket holder. He remembers that stuff. You know what I mean? He remember that, man. He's holding on.
We there is some promise for the future.
Yeah?
Yeah, there is some promise for the future.
He tells me this every year.
We need to have a good basketball team in the city of Chicago. For the last handful of years, it's been the Ramblers, Like they've sort of taken that we can't have more than one good basketball team in Chicago. You're not rambling on?
No,
John. No, you ain't rambling on, bro. No, sir. You're not rambling on. You can't do it.
Not mad at Sister Jean.
Not mad at
that's just loyalty.
Jean.
Yeah, that's just
seriously.
loyalty.
Right.
But the thing is, I actually was glad that Loyola went to the Final Four because that took away all of the DePaul excuses.
Yeah.
We can't recruit Chicago.
Right.
We're a smaller school. We're not a.
If they can't do it, or if they can do it,
yes.
So should we be able to?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Lucas Williamson.
Okay,
watched him play at Whitney Young.
right.
I met his mom at a picnic.
Okay.
And I said, well, where's he going to school? And she says, Loyola. I'm like, Loyola? Why are you sending him? And she went to FAMU.
Okay.
I'm like, you might as well send him to FAM.
Right. Seriously.
And she just had this look like, I know what I'm talking about. and I was like, I wasn't like strong with it, but I really was kind of like, why go to Loyola?
Right.
If I ever see her again, I am apologize. If she's watching now, I apologize profusely. I had it wrong. You had it right.
Yeah.
And Lucas Williamson, what a wonderful young man he is.
Yeah.
And very talented.
Real talk.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at Loyola for winning because I think that will help DePaul.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get back to those subway. I forget what we used to call them, but it was only 2 or 3 L stops down.
Yeah.
And we would play Loyola back in the Al Frederick Hughes and Andre Battle days and, Guire and Cummings. Yeah. Those were the days.
You're losing joy when you say them names right there.
Yeah. I know.
It's okay. I knew today was going to be a history episode.
That it is.
He said history.
I'm here to learn.
He's like, it's going to be school.
Hey,
I don't want to go to school.
Let me get my notebook.
I mean, John,
you ain't seen the notebook.
Don't feel bad.
Years, Joey.
Joey doesn't understand most of the references that Dave and I make.
He's right. He's right. This is true. He'll Google a lot. He's going to be doing that today.
These guys are another level.
He's going to be Googling a lot.
Just doing my best to keep up.
Speaking of that history lesson, you guys ready to talk about some old Bulls draft picks? As we are now officially 1 week away from the NBA draft. We've been doing a lot of draft profiles of these guys coming into the 2022 draft class for you.
Okay.
We'll probably knock out a couple of more at the beginning of next week.
Okay.
But go check those out. They're on our playlist on our CHGO Sports YouTube channel. But we also simultaneously been doing Bulls Draft History Countdown, going pick by pick from 30, and we're going to crank out as many as we can today. We're picking back up at 21, which is where we left off.
Okay.
And do you know that the Bulls only once have had the 21st pick in the NBA draft and kept it and made a selection at that pick?
That I did not know.
Wow.
And that one time, I got a soft spot for him now and always. Joey couldn't even find a picture of him.
Joey's like,
Dickie Simpkins in 1994 during the MJ baseball hiatus.
Wow.
Yep.
I, like every pick that the Bulls drafted in those years when I was a kid, thought that Dickie Simpkins was going to be great.
I did not.
I didn't either.
I did not. No part of me thought he was going to be good. No part of me thought he was going to be great. I was just like, oh, all right. They drafted
six
somebody.
fouls.
Yeah, 6 fouls.
Yeah, 6 fouls.
6 fouls to give, and he gave him.
We needed Mike protected. So
Yes.
If we needed to do that, that was fine. But
He was a nice guy. He was very silent.
Yeah.
He didn't say much at all.
he didn't.
The one thing I remember him for is this is when the Bulls were terrible. Like after Mike left, he was still there. And he was basically their number one option. You know what I'm saying? To let you know how sad this was.
Yeah.
Yes, Joey, your number one option was a dude named Dickie Simpkins. It was a
Joey
number
thought his
one
name was
option.
made up.
Yes.
I thought you guys were like playing a prank on me.
it's true, dude.
Like
man.
it was a made up person. You guys were just going to see if I rolled with it. So I
No,
had to
man,
make sure.
bro.
Dickie Simpkins is
all
very
too
much
real.
a real person.
He is
I've
real.
watched
And he
his
He's a
played
broadcaster
6
now.
seasons with the Bulls.
Dude, I remember he had a game where he scored like a career high, and Red Kerr was going, because Red Kerr supported everybody.
Oh, of course.
Dickie, Dickie ain't know anything. He had like 18 points. You would have thought he had 40. It was like his career high. He had like 18 on him, man. And he was going crazy for Dickie Simpkins. I don't know what he did well. I can't remember anything he did well. But he's still doing his thing. He's an announcer now. I saw him. Actually, we were at the DePaul games where I saw him.
Yeah, he does a lot of the Big East games.
Yeah.
And he's a good announcer. He's a good announcer.
He is. He's a very good announcer, so I'm glad basketball.
#splash.
I'm glad basketball got him there. You know what I mean? I'm glad basketball took him to that career, man. But yeah, shout out Dickie. The only number 21. I didn't know that.
The only number 21. And something that you cannot take away from him is that he is the 3-time champion.
That's true. He got 3 rings.
3 rings from 96 to
That's true.
98.
In a row.
Go ahead.
In a row.
In a row.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten this. So the Bulls actually traded him right before the 97-98 season to Golden State for Scott Burrell, who actually played a pretty big role on that 98 team.
That's
Scott Burrell was occasionally featured in the Last Dance doc as the young guy that MJ would, really get into at practice.
He did.
That was the Dickie Simpkins trade.
Wow.
Then the Warriors waived him, and the Bulls brought him back a month later.
We brought him back. We
Brought
needed
him
more.
back.
You needed
Said,
more.
Dickie, we can't let you go just yet.
Can't live without Dickie Simpkins on the team. How do you think we got those 3 titles?
Yeah.
Dickie Simpkins is on the squad. He's got to be there. Dude, it was a tough time, man. Joey, you don't know this pain, Joey.
It was pain.
You don't know it, bro.
Credit to Dickie Simpkins, because after riding the coattails of that second three-peat to getting 3 rings that he didn't contribute a whole heck of a lot to.
He was there.
He
Yeah, he
stayed. So 98-99, the lockout shortened season post-dynasty, and then 99-2000, Dickie Simpkins stayed on and played in those first 2 Tim Floyd Krause rebuild years. Bless his heart.
Wow.
Because those were some nasty ass years.
That was a tough time.
Those are 2 words that should never be mentioned at the same time. Tim Floyd.
Trash.
Man.
Trash, man. Dang, dude. I'm mad. I got to talk about Dickie. All right. All right. I've said, shout out Dickie. I don't want to just be on Dickie too hard, man. Shout out to you, man. That's enough.
Is that enough, Dickie, for you?
That's enough, Mr. Simpkins. We're good. We're good on that. Shout out to you, though.
All right. So at 20, we got a couple interesting names as far as from my life that I certainly recall.
Okay.
Going back to the dynasty, Jason Caffey.
Yes.
Was it?
From my wife's hometown.
Is that right?
Mobile?
Alabama.
Wow. Okay. Shout out.
Shout out to Mobile.
I did not know he was from there.
My dad, big believer in Jason Caffey.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when me and my dad and my brother would be watching Bulls games when I was a kid. Anytime Jason Caffey made some run out, in transition. He loved dunking the ball.
Yeah, he did.
Jason Gaffney loved dunking the ball. My dad was like, I like that guy.
Yeah.
And and then the Bulls, he just fizzled out so fast.
Dude, yeah, he always had that backwards dunk. All the time, man.
Yeah, he was good in college too.
Yeah.
He was a very good player in college.
Yeah, he was solid, man. And then, Dickie Dickie got into some things.
Yeah, he
got into some things.
Had some other interests.
Had some other interests.
And
you
then,
know what I'm saying? Got in trouble.
Snelly Cat was also a number 20 pick.
Right.
Tony Snell in 2013.
Tony Snell. Do you know Tony Snell, right, Joey?
You know what? Let me find a picture. I have a picture of Tony outside of Chipotle where I'm from.
Stop playing.
Right when he was drafted, his rookie year, right before the season started, he was walking outside. I'm like, that's Tony Snell. I'm pretty sure. Right outside Chipotle.
Wow. Okay, Joey with the flex right here. All right, Joey.
Also,
see you.
I'll pull it up. Let me pull it up.
Tony Snell is too skinny to be a dude who eats Chipotle regularly. There's no way he could fit a whole Chipotle burrito in his tummy.
Dude, man. Tony Snell.
He's a little skeleton.
He's very thin.
He is a NBA professional.
He is.
That's the best way I can say about Tony Snell.
Still playing.
How? Because he's a professional.
Yep.
He's showing up on time.
Yep.
He's going to be working hard before the game and after the game.
Knows all the plays.
Knows all right.
Watches film.
You know what I'm saying? Nice to all the teammates. Causes no problems off the court.
Shows
nothing
up
like
to
that.
the weddings.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's him. That's what he's going to do. That's Tony Snell.
Yep.
He is not rocking the boat. He's making no waves. He's just going to do his thing. You won't even know he's there. He's just going to cash that check and go to next year. That's all he's going to do year after year. Shout out Tony Snell.
I think probably most Bulls fans remember him most fondly as when that one time Joakim got mad at him. You remember the Bulls finished going on a run.
Yeah, I remember
Timeout was called,
Yeah.
and Joakim was running back to the bench and wanted to do a jump up, bump,
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder. And he eyed Tony, and it was like, Tony, I pick you. Get ready for this. And Tony just stood there and did nothing. And Joakim was so mad, irrationally mad, for Tony not participating in the celebratory jump bump.
I mean, I can't be mad at Tony for that. He is who he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should have known that Tony Snell's not going to be that dude to do that with, man. You know what I mean?
It's amazing how much, not talent-wise, but how similar he and Kawhi Leonard are, and they went to the same school.
They did go to the same school. Yes, they did.
San Diego State?
San Diego State,
Yeah.
So their mannerisms are almost identical.
Right. Being quiet, you know what I'm saying? Not rocking the boat, doing anything like that.
Yeah.
But on the court, it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
Changes a little bit. A little bit like that.
There.
Yeah, man. But he's going to have, I think he's going to play a few more years. He's going to have a nice long career, man. But, putting up them 0 stat lines and you still in the league should let you know that Tony Snell's going to be okay. All right? He's going to be all right. He's going to be fine. All right? Shout out to him, man. Keep casting them checks, Tony.
All right, I want to throw a couple of names out here
and
see if John remembers them, because these were other picks taken at 20 by the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jeff Sanders, 1989.
Yes, I remember Jeff Sanders, and the biggest thing about Jeff Sanders is he, to me, is a question mark because Kenny Battle was available at that pick, and we all thought
They passed on Kenny Battle?
They passed on Kenny Battle.
Fighting the line.
We all thought Kendall's teammate.
Yes, Kendall's teammate.
Right.
Yes.
We all thought Kenny Battle was going to be drafted at 20. What was it? 20. 21?
20.
At 20. Yeah. Because that was the only pick we had in the first round. And when they said they did not say Kenny Battle, we're like, what? Who? I mean, we've been watching this guy went to the Final Four. I mean, we've been seeing him since he was at Northern Illinois. When he transferred, he was at West Aurora in high school. So when I hear Jeff Sanders, I think Kenny Battle.
Oh my God.
But Jeff Sanders, he was on the team.
Played 1 year, his rookie year.
He was
89-90.
That was it. He was on the team.
Yeah.
Number 42. I remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
Averaged 5.9 minutes per game in his 31 appearances.
And that's questionable.
Yeah. Maybe a little too much.
That got rounded up, I think.
Right, yeah. You want to guess what he averaged points per game in his rookie year with the Bulls?
Oh.
0.7.
Ooh.
1.2.
You guys got either end of it, 0.9.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sounds like that. I think it's a little too much.
I don't think I ever saw him make a basket.
Dude, I don't know what he can do, honestly.
Yeah, right. And I watched every Bulls game those years.
Yeah.
I used to tape them. That's why I had the game.
Yeah, dude. Nope, I don't remember nothing about Jeff Sanders. Nope.
All right, here's another name, and this is my favorite. Willie Sojourner in 1971.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Anything?
Nothing for him.
Coming up, Blake?
I heard the name, over the years, but I didn't know anything about him.
I don't know nothing about Willie.
I was just obsessed with his name.
Yeah, because that's the reason that anybody even knew who it was.
Right.
Because of that.
Right.
Played his college ball at Weber State.
Weber State.
Drafted by the Bulls in the second round.
Wow.
20th pick, and only played 4 years of ABA ball. Didn't even play for the Bulls.
Didn't even play for the Bulls. Yeah.
That sounds about right. Wow. That sounds about right. Willie Sojourner.
That's Bulls for you.
He sounds like, he got some insurance salesman in
I know, right?
Something right now for my man Willie, bro.
And the truth will set you free.
Yeah. All right, we got more picks coming up on deck, including another Bulls NBA champion as we work down our draft history countdown. But before that, shout out to our friends at PointsBet.
Hey.
The best way to support CHGO is to download that PointsBet app, use promo code CHGO when you sign up. And if you do that right now, you're going to get those 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Use them on Game 6 of the NBA Finals tonight. But that's not all. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our amazing exclusive web content, like this draft coverage that our guy Will the Goat Gottlieb is doing right now. You'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a CHGO membership, a free T-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for just making a first-time deposit of $50 or more at PointsBet. You also have 1, probably 2, more chances to play that live NBA same-game parlay, including Game 6 tonight. You can also boost your live parlay odds. Watch live, parlay live, boost live. So many fun things to do live, all with PointsBet. And online sign-up is available now for all of you Illinois residents. So, what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Big Dave, tell them what to do.
You live your bet life.
There it is.
Joey.
Sorry, we only do sound effects for your ad.
Well, even more from that.
Joey was busy digging up a picture of
Oh,
Tony
I'm
Snell.
sorry. I didn't do it, Joey. Take your time. Take your time.
I found it. Before we get to AG1.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Look at that.
I'm going to take a guess. That's Joey in the
Wow.
front.
Which one of those third graders is Joey?
I can't zoom it in. Hold on.
That's you in the black, right?
That's me in the Ninja
Oh, that's you in the Ninja Turtle. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
T-shirt.
Nice.
Look at little Joey.
Nice.
Hey, look at Joey.
Chipotle.
Oh, my God. Oh, look at the Backstreet Boys.
And for the
Look at
record,
this, man.
I know it looks like I was in 3rd grade. I think that was the beginning of my freshman year of high school.
Shut up. You were a teenager?
No.
Wow.
That's you as a teen?
I was a baby face for still am for a
Wow,
long
bro.
time.
That's
That is
awesome, man.
outrageous.
That's
you also
awesome,
could have
Joey.
told me that was like 2 years ago, and I would have believed it.
Shout out. Well, you know how Joey improved and got bigger. You know how he did that, right? He's been drinking that Athletic Greens.
Right.
That's how it happened for him,
Of
man.
course.
He got down with those 75 high-quality vitamins and minerals, the whole food source superfoods, the probiotics, and, of course, he had to have the adaptogens, all right? Because it helps start that day right. That special blend of ingredients that supports your gut health, your nervous system, immune system, your energy, your recovery, your focus, and your aging. All the things that your body needs. But, see, my brother is the top senior in economics at Morehouse, so he knows about saving $1 or $2, all right? So he knows that this right here, it costs less than $3 a day. You're investing in your health, and it's cheaper than your cold brew habit, y'all. It's cheaper than getting all the different supplements yourself, and you're investing in that all-in-one nutritional insurance. Contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals, no artificial anything. And it does all this while still tasting good. I give some to my other brother in the morning, man. I put it in the smoothie for him, man. Hooks it up. It's awesome.
good brother.
Works it, man. I try sometimes. I try. So to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of that immune-supporting vitamin D and 5, count them, 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is one thing, y'all. Just visit athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls. Again, it's athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls to take ownership over your health and pick the ultimate daily nutritional insurance, because it's Athletic Greens. You scoop it, you dump it, you shake it, you drink it, you feel it. I made that up, by the way.
That is awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Delicious.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Big Dave just adds his own jingles or catch lines. And
Yeah.
taglines.
You can't tell me I can do whatever I want.
Ad copies, and they're always
gonna
better.
do that.
You just follow directions.
I'm gonna do that.
So Jamal here in the comments, what up, Jamal?
What up?
Is asking the same question that Joey had, which is if Dave is Big Dave as a brother, is John your big brother? Is there a name in front of John or a nickname in front of John? Or is it just John?
Well, it can't be Lil John. We already know that exists.
Right.
So.
Somebody took that
I feel
one.
like Lil John is taken.
Somebody took that one. I'm not really that little. I'm just not as big as Dave.
Right.
I'm actually pretty much the smallest one in the family.
Average-sized John is a little wordy. So.
Too many words for
They
that.
always call me Jay, so.
Yeah, this is true.
That was my
this
name.
Is true.
Jay, my friends called me Jay Sconey, and that's.
Hey, you taking it back on that one. Hey, yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. All right.
I think that might be my favorite first letter of a first name to just abbreviate to the letter.
Really?
Is
Just
Jay.
Jay. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Like our pal Jason Goff. I call him Jay.
You call him Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yeah.
I call him JG or Jason or Dude or Dude. Shout out Jason Golf, man.
All right, guys, you ready to keep going? 19 is a number I don't like when it comes to the Bulls draft history countdown because technically in 2014 the Bulls picked Gary Harris at 19
Oh,
and sent him along with number 16 Yusuf Nurkic up to number 11 where they took, of course, Dougie McBuckets.
Dougie McBuckets. I remember this well.
One of the worst draft night trades the Bulls have made.
I remember this so well. I was at, and that's why I wanted to save this for you because you asked what other podcast he's on. One of the podcasts he frequents and visits. It's our guy C-Red Fred.
Oh, no.
Loves
my man Fred.
my brother, dog. Yeah.
my man
Well, of
Fred.
course Fred
Fred.
loves John.
Hey,
I just
man.
can't believe that John gives
Shout out
his
to
time.
C-Red Fred.
Fred is the
Fred.
man,
That's
dog.
my man.
I'm telling you, Fred's the man, man. Come on board the love train, baby. Come on board the love train for Fred. But, dude.
Love Train's got all kinds of diseases on it.
Hey, baby, we got all our shots. All right.
No, not you guys.
We good, baby. We good. We good out here. We good out here. But so that night when it happened, I was with C-Red Fred. I was at the draft party, and I'm with C-Red Fred. And they made that trade. And I mean, the only human being that was excited was Fred.
Of course.
He's coming up to me, and he's like, "Dang, you see that trade that you made? Man, aren't you excited about it?" I said, "It's a bad trade, Fred." I was like, "What?" He couldn't believe it. I was like, "Fred, this ain't the move, bro. He ain't who you think he is, man."
I saw a lot of Doug McDermott at Creighton. Creighton is in the Big East.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I saw him destroy DePaul on a regular basis.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy could shoot.
Yeah.
And he could shoot from anywhere on the court. And he seemed he was a hard worker and he was a smart basketball player. And I actually thought that he was going to translate into a 10 to 12 year professional, a la JJ Redick, maybe not at that level, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. I mean, I was really surprised. I wasn't mad at the pick,
Right.
Because I had seen him play.
Okay.
But I was surprised that he didn't pan out the way that he did, and I don't know if I attribute that to coaching or if it was just not a good fit for him.
Yeah.
To me, it was the dumbest math. Whether
the
or
math
not
wasn't
Doug
good.
McDermott was going to pan out.
Yeah.
You're giving up a 14 pick and a 16 pick to move up 3 spots to get this one guy?
Yeah.
Max.
Why?
Yeah.
And
Didn't
like
make any
even if
sense.
Doug and Doug's still in the NBA, like
He
he's
is.
found a niche as like a role
Shout
player
out.
Yeah.
and a shooter,
Yeah.
but you're gonna give up a teen pick to get that one guy you want a few spots earlier?
Are you right?
And then Nurkic and just the player he turned out to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With that.
Right.
Still balling.
Yeah, still balling. Because I wanted Gary Harris. That's who I wanted.
Yeah.
I originally
That was the
wanted
only thing.
Gary
It was like,
Harris.
okay, now you gave up Gary Harris and Nurkic. Well,
Right.
not so much Nurkic because everybody know who he was,
Right,
but
right.
we all had seen Gary Harris.
Right. He's balling
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
Like, man, dude. I didn't like it. Still don't like it. It happened.
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
That's okay though. Pick
That's
18.
what Dougie gets for all those DePaul losses.
Right? Yeah.
See what happens to
There you
you
go.
when you beat DePaul?
See what happens?
Yeah.
I love that your brother is as bitter about things as I am.
Yes. The bond is how it
Yeah,
will happen.
oh, absolutely.
He definitely has that. He's got that for you, sir.
yeah.
Yes.
He's got you covered.
All day.
He's a
See,
Bears
there's-
fan. Right?
I never get enough bitterness or pettiness out of you, Dave. But I know that it exists
I got
in the
that
genes.
handle for you. I
Yeah,
got
he
that
got
handle
you.
for
You know
you.
what I'm saying? This is why my
Yeah.
family rolled deep. You know what I'm saying? Like
Got you faded.
everybody got their own thing, baby.
Okay, happier news at pick 18 because the player we're highlighting at 18, 3-time champion, B.J. Armstrong.
BJ.
out of Iowa,
BJ.
a number 18 pick.
Yeah.
BJ played 7 seasons with the Bulls. There you see the quick rundown there of his Bulls averages. 10.7 points, 3.4 dimes, 1.8 rebounds. Did make one All-Star appearance that 93-94 year when he, Scotty, and Horace all made the All-Star team in MJ's absence.
I remember that, man. That was a great year just for all other Bulls that year, man. And BJ, he always had that mentality like Mike had, kind of like, I'm the best dude out here on the floor. He really had that mentality. And I remember when they brought him in, like he was basically brought to be John Paxson's replacement.
Yes.
You know, and some people had issues with that, you know, because Pax would ball out in the finals and things like that. But it's like, but dude, no, BJ, I don't even remember him missing a corner three. Like he always hit those corner threes, man. No, shout out. I love BJ Armstrong when he was here.
In his 7 seasons with the Bulls, you know what he shot from the three-point line? Because he shot 43.7%.
Sounds about right.
In an era where, like, obviously attempts were nowhere near what they are today.
Right.
But 43.5%.
Yeah, that's pretty
beast.
good,
and when they would have them match, when they would use he and Paxson at guard, go small and play those two at guard.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Mike's on the court too. Well, who are you guarding?
Yeah, real talk. No, that's real.
Guarding?
That's how them assists get racked up.
Yes,
right there,
exactly.
man. Them open shots, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then he went to Charlotte, and forgot he was in Charlotte.
Right. Well, and then of course, remember he ticked Mike off while he was in Charlotte.
Correct.
Right. And Mike had to come back and remind him that, hey, my name's Michael Jordan.
Right.
How do you do?
That was included in The Last Dance.
Yes, it was.
That game where they beat him. And pregame, MJ's got the stogie hanging out of his mouth in the locker room before the game. I love how he's smoking a cigar before the game.
Yeah,
man, I'm about to whoop PJ Armstrong's ass.
Right. Yeah, it's athletic greens. It was okay. Yeah, everybody talk crazy when they up one. Let's see when it's 0-0. Yeah.
Okay. Another
and then
pick.
Derrick Rose's agent, right?
Derrick Rose's agent. Yes.
True.
BJ Armstrong, Derrick Rose's agent, who's also in that I guess that scene is infamous now in Derrick's documentary when he gets that call. You know what I'm saying?
When he's been informed about the trade to the Knicks.
And BJ Armstrong is the one he's on the phone with telling him that he got traded to the Knicks. So definitely.
Craziness.
Yeah,
Willie Smith. Not Will Smith, Willie Smith, a number 18 pick by the Bulls in 76.
Oh, wow.
Not that Will Smith. Thank you, Joey.
So, he been waiting to play that.
I don't know who put that one on here, but I saw it and I have been waiting.
He's like, yes.
Well,
when I clicked it, I didn't know what it was going to sound like. So
my moment is now.
Based on the results, somebody should have got smacked for drafting him. So
played 2 games for the Bulls in his rookie year.
What year?
76-77.
Okay.
2 appearances, 0 points. Then moved on to play 1 year with the Pacers, 1 year with the Blazers, 1 year with the Cavs, then outski of the NBA.
Wow.
That says a lot because I barely remember him. And that was that year, 76, 77, around that time. We had just lost the Eastern Conference Finals a couple years before that. Or Western.
Technically, it was the Western Conference
Finals.
Finals.
Against Golden State. But, that was when Artest Gilmore came.
Yes.
Yep.
So, man, if you can't get some open shots with Artest Gilmore in the paint.
Goodbye. Nice knowing you.
All right, moving along. 17 to me is a whole lot of nothing. We got somebody named Loy Peterson in 68. And then I do recall this, 2010, Kevin Seraphin. Remember Kevin Seraphin?
Yeah, I remember.
You remember him?
It's not much to remember. But
No.
Yeah.
Played a handful of years. Most notably, Bulls fans might remember that he was traded to the Wizards with Kirk Heinrich and cash considerations because, of course, for Vladimir Viraminko, and the Bulls received a trade exception.
Classic Jerry Krause.
That is a classic Krause trade, bro. You ain't lying.
And it was 2010, so that was a Garpax move.
Oh man, I have nothing to say about that.
Well, that's a Krause legacy then. Krause left a note for him. Hey, make sure you pick this guy.
Before I get out of here. Don't open this until I leave.
Do it for me.
Right. Don't open this till I leave, man.
But yeah, I mean, Seraphin, I think he played like 6 or 7 years in the NBA.
What position, you remember?
He was big man. Like forward/center.
Okay.
I'm going to look him up right now.
Send him and Kirk away. I remember when Kirk got traded. That's all I remember is he was gone.
So he played from 2011 to 2017. He was on the Wizards for like 5 seasons.
Okay.
Then 1 year with the Knicks. Last season with the Pacers in 16-17. So okay. The Bulls played the Wizards in the first round in 2014.
Yeah.
He was on that Wizards team.
Okay, all right. So he was there.
He was
with
there.
Chris Webber and Juwan Howard.
Okay.
Crew.
Calvert Cheney in there?
Calvert Cheney.
Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Okay. He was there. And he played, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
All right. That's solid.
I mean, not for the Bulls.
No, not for the Bulls, but the fact you had that long of a career, I don't know who
we
you
have
are.
populated the entire NBA with our missed draft picks over the years.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's
God,
one of the traits of the Bulls.
That is a fact, man. Yeah.
Which brings us to 16, and I love this one. And I was telling you the other day, Dave, that when I remembered this, I got mad. Ron Artest is the player we're highlighting at number 16.
There he is.
The 16th pick
Meta
in
World Peace.
1999 out of St. John's. I loved this pick when it happened because I just saw a dude who played hard. Like we had just lost the end of the dynasty era, and like I had to say goodbye to Dennis Rodman, which broke my heart because I was in love with him. And I saw Ron Artest, and I was like, "There's a lot of Dennis in him."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As far as just like, I don't care who you are, I will kill you to get this basketball.
Yeah. He was that kind of guy, man. The guy who went up and famously broke Jordan's ribs playing against him. When you set a Space Jam, I believe it was. Went up in Mike
a movie.
In a movie, you know what I'm saying? Broke my ribs, and Mike like, oh, I like this kid. You know, to show you how insane Jordan is.
So I have something to say because there's a lot I don't have to chime in for these older picks, but like there's a generational gap between people around my age. Like I'm in my early 20s. For me, Ron Artest was like the quintessential like enforcer, tough guy. He had the big elbow on Harden late in his career.
Yeah, you don't remember him as a scorer.
For me, it's
champion.
crazy when I watch the Ron Artest documentary and I hear his interviews. Like this guy was like a really talented offensively, a 20 points per game guy. Like that, I never got to understand that part of his game. So I always thought that was interesting.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had heard stories when because when he was drafted by the Bulls were actually absolutely awful. Right?
Yeah.
And I had heard, I don't remember who told me this, but it was after a game where we had really stunk it up and everybody's in the locker room going home, and Ron Artest shut the door like, no, we going back on the court. We practicing tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. We practicing tonight.
Dude.
And nobody wanted to challenge him.
Yeah, what would you? Joey, I don't know if you knew this about Ron Artest, but Ron Artest, I believe in his either first or second season, in the off season, he was worried about having money. So he applied for a job at Circuit City.
Yep.
He did.
He really did this.
Did you ever watch? I don't remember who put it out, but there was like a full feature documentary about Ron Artest and his off and on the court life, and it's very interesting.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I saw that, man. But he was
obviously,
a different guy.
Unfortunately, most well famous for the Malice at the Palace.
Yeah, Malice at the Palace.
When he was playing with that Indiana team.
Yeah.
But I believed in Ron Artest and his basketball ability. I knew he, maybe had one or two screws loose, but sometimes that can be an asset for a professional athlete.
Sure.
To give them that little extra crazy.
And he got the ring with Kobe.
Correct. Right. Got a ring with Kobe.
He didn't just come along for the ride. I mean,
he was like a contributor on that team. So he made all-rookie second team when he was with the Bulls. Mm-hmm. But this is the thing that I told you I was getting mad at yesterday, Dave, when I was looking this stuff up. So he gets sent to the Pacers in that trade. In his first year with the Pacers, he makes all defensive second team.
Sure did.
The year after that, not only does he make the All-Star team, not only does he make all defensive first team, not only does he make all NBA third team, he wins Defensive Player of the Year.
In 1 year. All that in 1 year.
The Bulls traded that.
Yeah.
They were like, here, Pacers, you can have it.
Yeah.
Right.
They let it go, man. Because they couldn't control him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They couldn't rein him in.
See, Elton Brand was there at first.
Right.
He and Elton Brand grew up together. Mm-hmm. So, and they played AAU together. And Lamar Odom. They were all on the same team.
Yeah.
So Elton Brand was really they were like a package deal.
Right.
Because Elton was the quote unquote adult in the room.
Right.
And if you notice, once Elton was gone,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely in that mode of Rodman in the sense of if there's not a guy there that I can at least look up to and respect, I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you didn't really see it when he was in LA with Kobe. You know what I mean? Like Kobe is just as insane. You know what I mean? He's not gonna do it right there. But if you're telling him this is his team, oh bro.
Yeah. Right. That's You don't want that.
You don't want none of that, man. You get that and then you get the malice. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, bro. Just like that.
Definitely.
Man. I always thought Ron Meta World Peace was misunderstood by a lot of people. And I always rooted for him, even after he left the Bulls. Was always rooting for him, and I think he got hit with way too much of the blame. But like,
for sure,
you know whose fault that was? The fan who threw that cup.
Who did it?
Yes. It is that fan's fault, and it's always been that fan's fault.
Fact.
And Ron got way too harsh of a punishment, and like a scarlet letter of sorts for that one incident. And it's like, whatever. But it seems for the most part that he has found some sort of inner peace in his retirement years. And I'm happy about that.
And it's on his last name, so yes.
Yeah, there you go. After briefly changing it again to the Panda's friend, I think. Remember that?
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Me too. I completely forgot about that one. Oh, man.
All right. So real quick before we get to our random Bulls generator, which I can't wait to see what John dug up. Any of these names ring a bell, John? Simi Hill in 1969.
No.
Cliff Pondexter in 74.
Yes.
Yeah?
Cliff Pondexter. Yes. Quincy Pondexter's uncle, by the way.
Is that? I was wondering if the Pondexter was family.
That's his uncle. He was our draft pick. I remember being out in the garage. My uncle used to was in recycling like years before his way before his time.
Fact. Pioneer.
And so I was out. I would work for him during the summer, and I was out there tying up papers, and it was right when that draft happened. And I remember they had this big back of the Sun Times, like life-size picture of him, 6'6", 6'7". Wow. He was gonna save the day. I think he played about 5 games, if that.
Yeah.
That tells you just how strong of a mark he left when he was on the floor. Because get this, spanning 3 seasons with the Bulls, he played 197 games.
Wow.
From 75 to 78.
Wow.
He must have just stood there.
Yeah, he shot 41% from the field and averaged 3.9 points per game.
That's standing there.
I remember him playing, but I don't remember seeing him play a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I believe you.
Rodney Carney, I do not remember that name at all. That was 2006. And I'm seriously,
I remember when they drafted him, but I didn't know who he was then, and I don't remember now.
Rodney Carney?
Yeah, I remember that.
Lasted 5 years in the league, never played for the Bulls. He got traded after being drafted.
Yeah.
No clue.
And then, obviously, we already touched on Yusuf Nurkic because we talked about Gary Harris. And then the last one being Justin Patton, which was technically the Bulls drafting him for Minnesota when the Bulls took Lowry after the Jimmy trade.
I remember that.
Yeah, Ron Artest, clearly the pick of that litter.
The best of all of it, yeah.
Man.
Shout out Ron Artest.
Shout out Ron Artest.
Could have been that dude. But
Queensbridge.
Queensbridge, baby.
The bridge.
The bridge. Yeah, he was. Had his own rap label for a while, too.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Had his own rap label, man.
All right, so that's it. Those are picks 21 through 16. Tore through those. And now we're going to talk about even more old school random Bulls stuff. Because that's why we brought John here, y'all.
History lessons.
But before we do that, Big Dave,
yes, sir.
One more quick shout out to our friends at PointsBet.
Oh, just one more for you. Because if you enjoy CHGO, one way to help us to continue to grow, that rhyme, by the way, is to download that PointsBet app and use that code CHGO when you sign up. Because not only are you getting those two risk-free bets up to $2,000, but if you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you will receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of that awesome web content. The Go Gottlieb is going to have something written right there. The pecking order trademark is going to be in full effect. And you also get a free T-shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. And if you're here in this beautiful state of Illinois and this ridiculously stupid hot state of Chicago, it's beautiful, but
my phone says 90.
Dumb.
It's hot as fire.
Dumb out there, all right? Volcanic. It's ridiculous.
Just kidding, 94.
It just went up.
That's right. This phone is melting in front of us right now, man.
Beep boop.
Oh, man. You can actually download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. You'll be signing up with the fastest sportsbook, easier than ever, so you can start living your bet life in seconds. So what are you waiting for? Because once the game starts, you don't just bet. Matthew Peck, what you do?
Live your bet life, people.
Joey.
I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
That's my plan for Game 6 tonight.
That's right.
Deal with my problems by becoming rich.
All right. Parlay Peck is in effect.
Still haven't decided what I'm putting money on. I just know that it's going to be
That's all he knows, Jay. That's all he knows. That's all he knows, baby. It's Parlay Peck in effect.
It's raining.
It's me.
Have to.
Not mad at you, man.
Not mad at you.
Not mad at you.
All right. So we're going to play this little game that we like to call Random Bulls Generator, which we usually save for Fun Fridays, but because Dave's brother is here,
Yes, he is.
this is right up his alley.
Yes.
So we're going to let you go first because you're the guest. So, Joey, do we have our Random Bulls Generator machine fully booted up and ready to go?
There it is.
So
All right, here we go now.
He sent you 4, right?
Sent 4.
Okay,
so we'll go his
4.
first one, then we can go you 2, and then we'll bring it back around to John.
back around.
I cannot
Okay.
wait to see the ones that John
All right,
picked.
let's see what we do.
All right, John, go ahead, pull that lever.
Beep, beep.
Beep, dude.
Like the Joker's wild.
What?
Wow. What? Okay, first of all, is this the first white American that
Honestly, I'm
has
not
appeared?
sure if this is like artificially a colorized photo. It may have
what
been
they
a
looked like back
black and white photo originally that has been like colorized on the back end.
Wow.
It's like, hey, what if Steve Kerr had an uglier brother?
Right. Like the Larry Bird who just drank.
Man, yeah. Wow. That's
Oh man.
Well, let me
that's
tell you.
that's not what's it? Gary Neal, is it?
No.
No,
it's
okay.
Not Red Kerr. I know
It's
that.
not Red Kerr.
Oh
No.
man,
Yeah,
it ain't Sloan.
Nope. Played with Sloan.
Played with Sloan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he was on that
And
those
Van
Norm Van
Leer
Leer,
and that, yeah.
Chet Walker squads.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh man. So I know he wasn't playing it because those were excellent teams. And
Well, he was a little later in that. It wasn't,
Okay.
Yeah. He was a year or 2 later.
wow. Okay.
He looks like the actor who plays the guy who never plays in that Lakers show on HBO, Winning Time. You know what I'm talking about? Like the token white guy at the end of the bench.
Yo, he's
but the
there.
HBO version.
Right. He do look like he could be Jerry West too in that show right there. He looks a little like him.
Right.
But who is this, sir?
That is John Mengelt.
John Mengelt.
They called him Crash because he played with reckless abandon, not always in a smart way.
Oh, so Matt would have liked him, is what you said.
I mean, he was running it. He was diving, crashing into people. And the fans loved, that's where we
Right.
played at Chicago Stadium.
Right.
The fans loved him because he would play that way.
Right.
We still lose.
Right. But he running into somebody.
He running into somebody. He's taking all his fouls. He's going to the basket. I mean, all kinds of angles.
Wow.
And they called him Crash.
Wow,
Crash
dude.
Mengelt.
Wow.
Because he was a car crash waiting to happen.
Wow. Shout out to him, man. That's your player, man. That's your guy right there.
That is my guy.
That is your guy.
We got to find you some John Mengelt highlights.
John
clearly.
Mengelt. Get you a John Mengelt jersey. Like,
Crash
that
Mengelt.
don't crash.
I'm just going to tell you right now, by a couple of attempts, he does not have a very strong Google footprint.
I wouldn't expect that of him.
Check car salesman.
Wow.
What do you think?
Check car. Yeah, he might be into that one right
Is that
there.
random enough for you?
Yeah,
I definitely want to try
man,
and
look.
track down some of that game tape, though.
Hey,
'cause
man.
I want to watch this guy.
Hey, man, we brought in a ringer right here. Like, my brother's a ringer, bro. When it comes to this, my God. Oh, my goodness.
No chance in hell.
Oh, my gosh,
I
man.
threw one guess out there with Gary Neal, and I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah. Look, even Gio in the comments said, that's my kind of guy right there. Crash.
hey.
You like
That's
Phyllis
what
and
he
Crash,
was.
man. Oh, my goodness, man.
All right, Big
All
Dave,
right.
your turn.
All right, let's do this then,
Who we got
Joey.
up next,
Let's see where
Joey?
we going. Let's toss that in there, pull that lever on down, and boom. Now, Jay, you should know this one.
I got to put my glasses on.
Oh, got to
look
put
at
on them
this
shades,
guy.
baby. Got to put them on. Got to put them on right there.
What?
He said that's not helping. That is a Chicago Bull. I believe he was on the 05 team. He had a solid career.
Solid.
Solid, which means he played a few years. that's why I call you a solid.
I like how you also
Yeah.
cut off the number.
You said 04,
The number's
05?
always a clue.
Yeah, he
But
played on 05. I'll give you a hint. I'll give my brother this hint. He went to Ohio State.
Oh, that's Lawrence Funderburk.
Boom.
What?
That is correct.
That's
Lawrence Funderburk.
oh,
That's who that is.
I do
Lawrence.
remember that. I remember the
Funderburk.
name, but I did not connect the face
Yes.
to
He
the
was
name.
in
Oh.
Indiana first.
Yes, Indiana first.
Then he went to Ohio State.
Because I remember him with Jim Jackson and
Yep.
all that. Yes, Lawrence Funderburk. He was just a guy. He was there. You know what I mean? He was tough.
And Dick Vitale famously on a hot mic said, this MF doesn't belong in college basketball.
Really?
Yes. During the, I think it was the game where they were playing Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. On a hot mic.
He made Dickie V curse? Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Because Funderburg used to be in trouble a lot.
Yeah, true.
You know, he was in trouble a lot.
But
he had kind of redeemed himself when he got to Ohio State.
He did.
Because he's from Columbus.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. And he played most of his career because he played in a few other leagues, but in '97 he really made it to the league. He played most of his career with Sacramento.
Yeah.
So I remember him on those Sacramento teams because he was there from '97 to 04.
Right.
So he's on those Chris Webber squads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I remember him from, is being on there.
Yeah.
And 1 year with the Bulls.
Yeah, and I was living in Ohio at the time. And,
Columbus, right?
Yeah, Columbus,
Yep.
and then Cincinnati.
Yep.
And those Michigan and Ohio State basketball games.
Yeah.
You know, when those guys were there, 5-5, and then Jimmy Jackson and Mark Shakin'
Jimmy
Baker.
Jackson.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What the great nights, Joe.
Chris Gent.
Yeah,
you
man.
know.
I like Joshua's guess of Rick Brunson in the comments. I only know
Rick
that's not
Brunson.
true because I recently looked up Rick Brunson in a potential selection as Random Bulls Jenner. He looks way too much like Jalen Brunson, like it's too easy. He does not look like that. He looks like Jalen Brunson, and vice versa.
It's too on point.
That's another guy that would kill DePaul.
Yeah.
He just killed us.
Yes, he would. This is true. He's been through a lot. Like, see, you can relate because you're a
I'm
Cubs
hurting,
fan.
man.
You know what I mean? You
I'm in
relate a lot
therapy.
to the pain.
I'm
you know
in
what I mean?
therapy.
And we all can
Also,
relate because we're Bears fans.
Have not seen a Bears Super Bowl victory in my lifetime.
He is not.
Born in '87.
He is not.
Wow.
He missed it. Missed it by 2 years, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right?
He looks really sad for you, man.
So
I didn't think I
until
was going to live to
26
see it.
So until 2016, like that, I had all kinds of that between the Bears and the Cubs.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
Yeah. Then you got the Blackhawks.
Oh, I love the Blackhawks forever for that 2010 to 2015.
You got it all,
run.
baby.
I never thought I'd live to see all of our major sports teams win a title.
Fact.
I never thought I'd live that.
Yeah.
And the last one I thought I was going to see was the White Sox.
Yeah.
I thought the Cubs would win before the White Sox because they had the money.
Yeah.
But
Well, depends on who you ask, because the Cubs are spending no money this year, and their roster is garbage.
We love you, Cody.
They I mean, basically they did the okie doke on everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They drew you in.
Yep.
Right? Okay, we gave you just won the championship?
Yeah.
All right, we checked that box.
Went
Now
to the
we're-
NLCS 3 years in a row.
Yep.
Yeah. So, okay, fine. We're going to trade the heart of the team. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I hate the Cubs. There's no way, full disclosure, I hate the
Full
Cubs.
disclosure.
I hate them. I used to like them, but that's another story.
Uh-huh.
I used to like them. But when you trade Javier Baez, Anthony Rizzo, and Chris Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they should be Cubs for life. I mean, they put the team back on the map.
He's right.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay him, though.
Yeah.
See, that's but
Because, they took such a massive hit financially. But, didn't stop them from buying up all of the property in Wrigleyville.
Did not.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like where this is
we
going.
took such a financial hit thing. Bunch of bullshit.
Right. Exactly.
All right, Joey.
Random Bulls.
All right, so I'm up next on the
Uh-oh.
Random Bulls generator.
You are next, sir.
I'm
You are
really
next.
curious to see if either of you guys get this, because it's like a
Okay.
tough one, but it's not impossible.
Okay. All right.
He's got a very recognizable look.
Okay. Let's
Frank
do this.
I like the
Never-
Joker's wild kind of.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So Joey chose a different picture than the one I sent him that cuts off the number,
Okay.
Almost look like my cousin Mike.
but he's still.
He do look like Cousin Mike. Yo, shout out Cousin Mike, yo. Oh, man. He looks familiar. He was a
hit
guard.
College, LSU.
Did he play for Detroit?
He did play for Detroit.
Yeah. He's so familiar. He is so, man, I got his name right here. Oh, God. I know who this is.
I can't.
I know who this is. Oh, the name is escaping me.
Yeah.
I know who
You're
this is.
going to hate me when I tell you.
I know who this is.
Because I can tell
man.
that you know who this dude is.
I know who it is.
One
All
more,
right, come on.
One more hint. We were talking about the McDonald's jingle earlier today. What's the McDonald's mascot?
Ronald?
Ronald.
That Ronald Dupree?
Ronald Dupree.
Ronald Dupree, baby.
I forgot all about him. Forgot all about him.
Ronald Dupree.
I won.
Nicely done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Undrafted, signed with the Bulls as a free agent for the 2003-2004 season. For half the season, played 47 games for them. pretty underwhelming.
Yep.
But the next season, he was on the Pistons team that took the Spurs to 7 games in the NBA Finals in 04-05.
Okay.
Way to be on the squad.
He was there. And
Right
the
place,
reason I
right
picked
time.
him is because in that 2003-2004 season, I was looking at that roster. He was teammates with our guy Kendall, who was just here with us yesterday.
Yes, he was.
When Kendall had that Bull stop in his retirement tour. And Scotty came back and played that 03-04 season.
Right. That
He
last
sure
year,
did.
yes.
Dude, that 3-4 roster was Eddie Robinson was also on that team.
Oh,
The pilferer.
greatest thief. Yeah, pilferer. The greatest thief in the history of
That
Chicago.
roster
He,
is
he and
hilarious.
Ron Mercer, I mean, they should have a most wanted picture up.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you can throw Marcus Pfizer in that pile, too.
Yeah, him too.
Oh, my
Him too.
God.
Oh, my God.
Thieves in the temple
Antonio
tonight.
Davis was on that 2003
Antonio
2004
Davis.
team.
Shout out.
Man.
Much respect for him. Much respect for Antonio Davis, man.
And you know who else was on that team? Rick Brunson.
Your boy.
There you go.
Your boy.
Ricky B.
All right,
man.
we got one more from John, right? Let's do it. We got a few minutes left.
Wait, Dupree won number 20, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And I gave Joey a picture that had number 20 on it.
Okay.
And then he changed it.
Automine. Keep it.
Nah.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is like a family member. Who is this? Like, this is my uncle, man.
Man.
Uncle Smooth right
It's
there.
I chose this one because I thought it was the funniest name out of all of the
funniest name?
all of the names that
Funnier
John,
than Dickie Simpkins?
besides him.
Okay.
70s or 80s?
That's 70s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
70s.
looks
That's
like
70s,
70s.
bro. That's definitely 70s. Oh, man. What college?
You know, I don't remember what school he went.
Remember what school? Okay.
I think, you know what? I think he went to San Francisco.
Oh, I'm extra
I
lost.
think he went to USF.
Did he play with Norm?
He came right when Norm left. Norm had left and went west.
Oh,
So right around 77.
Looks like a guard.
78. He is a guard.
okay.
I don't even recognize him.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, he was at a family barbecue. I promise you. He was there.
Or hanging around with Dad and Uncle
Right, you
Porter.
feel me? Right, yeah. Exactly.
Wilbur Holland?
Wilbur Holland.
You pulled
Yes.
that one out.
Totally
Matt.
cheated on Basketball Reference.
Matt.
Really? I couldn't tell. Really? I couldn't tell.
We're gonna give you credit
Although it
anyway.
was my first cheating guess.
Yeah.
So,
We're gonna give you credit anyway.
Man, the minute it came out your mouth, I knew you cheated.
okay, so when we guessed 70s, I just picked a random year, and then you said that thing about Norm leaving, so I was like, okay, 77, 78. Went to the
Yep.
77, 78 roster.
Wilbur
Went
Holland.
to guards. I was like, no. Glenn Hansen, no. Wilbur Holland, New Orleans. Gotta be him.
That's
That's where he's
your,
from, New Orleans? Mm-hmm. Okay.
that's your name right there, Joey? That's the one for you?
Wilbur Holland. I like it.
Wilbur
That's the
Great
one?
name.
Okay.
Wilbur.
Wilbur Holland. Rodney used to talk about it all the time because his last name was Holland.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he was
right.
he was a pretty decent player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was decent.
He was teammates with Cliff Pondexter,
Yes,
who we
he
were
was.
just talking about.
Yeah.
Boom.
Pondexter
Boom.
lasted about 3 or 4 years, even though he didn't do it much. But
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Man.
Wilbur.
And you're right. Teammates with Norm in the 77, 78 season.
Okay. What do you have? You get any averages on my
Let me
man Wilbur?
Let me pull up Wilbur
there.
Holland's basketball
was
reference
he a
page.
shooter? What was
Oh yeah, he just shoot all
Shooting
the time.
guard.
Yeah.
He shoot all the
Lefty.
time. Yes, he was a lefty.
Lefty.
That's the other
Okay.
reason Rodney liked him because Rodney's a lefty.
Right.
Taken
out to
Shout
Rodney.
out Rodney, bro.
Rodney Holland, my man.
Taken by the Atlanta Hawks in the 5th round of the 75 draft.
Okay.
Played his first year with Atlanta, and then signed with the Bulls. Played 76 to 79, 3
Yep.
seasons.
Yep.
Also played 82 in his second and third seasons with
Yeah.
the Bulls.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, he's a decent
Oh,
player.
look at that. 16.6 points per game.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
his
That's
second-
decent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
more
he
than
was-
decent.
Dude was
man.
scoring.
He was
Yeah.
nice. Him, Mickey Johnson.
I remember Mickey Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a decent squad.
All right. Was Ricky Sobers on that team?
Yes.
Okay.
Man.
That's the first Bull I remember because of my brothers, Ricky
I
Sobers.
love Ricky Sobers.
Because that was the poster
him.
that was up in the
Yep.
face downstairs.
Love Ricky Sobers.
Was a picture of Ricky
He was
Sobers.
crazy as a road lizard, but I love him.
I love that. Some of us, basketball gives you like the similarity scores, like the player comps for players. Wilbur Holland's first couple listed: Rory Sparrow and Fred VanVleet.
Oh,
Okay.
Rory
Sparrow.
I brought out Rory Sparrow.
Did he?
Like I did. I brought
of
him out.
course.
Rory
on the Random
Sparrow.
Bulls
Yeah.
generator, sir. Yes, I
Random
did.
Bulls.
Oh, I love that.
He's a
Rory
Nick to me,
Sparrow.
though.
He is.
He's a Nick to me.
He is.
I didn't get over his Nick is.
I
hate
Nick
the Knicks.
isms.
Or the Knots, as I call them, New York
Will
Knots.
Holland also finished top 10 in the NBA in steals in consecutive seasons with the Bulls.
That's pretty decent.
You know what? I forgot about that.
Wilbur, okay.
Dude was a player.
Two-way player.
He was
Two-way
decent.
player.
He was decent
Retire
player.
his number.
We got room up there.
We got plenty of room.
Yeah. Still only a 4.
Still only 4. Please retire.
We got Sloan, we got Love, we got
Yes.
MJ and Scotty. Apparently that's it for the rest of time.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Yeah.
Till Derrick Rose retires.
Yeah.
That's going up there too,
That's-
man.
And Johnny
probably
Kerr.
good.
What number does
Yeah.
Matt Thomas wear?
That's 21. The greatest 21 in the history of the Chicago Bulls. I said it. I said it. Want to fight about it?
Ooh-wee.
That's it. Sadly, we're out of time. I could play this game all day.
Real.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank
Don't
you.
mind hanging
Appreciate
out with
you.
us. Give it up
Hey.
for John Watson,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you. It was fun, guys.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you.
Come
Love you,
here
man.
and do this with us more often, and certainly again before you go back on Fred's show. Okay.
Hey, all
me
I
a favor,
need,
just-
all I need is an invitation.
We're back with one more episode for you guys tomorrow. We will be remote, but we will be live 3 o'clock Chicago time. Basically just continuing on with some Friday fun. We've got a special Big 3 Friday fun for you guys tomorrow because the Big 3 is coming to Chicago. So we're going to draft our own Bulls Big 3 squads. And the GOAT will be back with us and have a lot of fun. Until then, you can follow us on Twitter on Bulls_Peck. Big Dave is Bow, BAWL Sports. Joey, thank you for hanging out with us and for producing and doing a wonderful job. As always,
Joey in the
we're
house.
CHGO_Bulls. Keep it here for more Chicago sports content on our CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Until tomorrow, Bulls Nation. See you, Red. Be good.
P-Funk.